Telepathic DNA 2022. I've been waiting to drop this one. Parasites versus Psilocybin, or the Parasite Collective versus the Psilocybin Collective. That's like fucking, that is what we see on a daily basis, alright? You see people walking around, the average person, unfortunately, and I'm not exempt from this, and unless I'm on shrooms, which I'm not on shrooms right now. Anyway, the human collective, what do you think is controlling the human collective right now? Obviously parasites. Like, parasites, okay? Like, I've lived unconsciously for years due to what? Parasites, dude. Like, for real. Okay, just let me give you an example. So, anything that's not beneficial to the species as a whole, anything that lives off the species, that's a parasite, bro. Like, and okay, so what does psilocybin have anything to do with parasites? You're probably wondering. Well, I had an experience, okay? The last time I was on psilocybin mushrooms, you know what it did? Like, the intelligence of the mushrooms, right? Highlighted, like straight up just highlighted pretty much anybody who was walking around with like a parasite antenna. The fucking mushroom, the intelligence of the mushroom. I don't know if you've ever played like fucking Halo or any game where they have like a health bar above their head. That's what it was like being on mushrooms. I was actually in Venice Beach, and if you know anything about LA, that is fucking parasite capital. All right, there's like no I'm not gonna say there's no originality in LA, but you got people in LA fucking, if you're famous, you've got so many parasites following you. Like, if you're famous, you're the parasite charmer. You can see it. Like, anybody who has any aura about them has like fucking 5 people following them around, just like what are you guys doing? Anyway, so like here I come into Venice Beach, just fucking rolling on fucking, I don't know, fucking 3.5, okay? And the message, the message being in that arena with that much parasitic activity around me really like opened up. It was like waking up in a new world. Like, wow, like all these people around me, they're not even and it was me too. Like, I was actually skateboarding, and I was skateboarding to look cool. Like, I just realized, like, fuck, like, when did this happen to me? Like, because when I first started skating, it was like, it wasn't to look cool. It was just like, it was just to be free. Like, I was bored as fuck, and like, I was like, I didn't know what to do with my time, but like, I knew that like the Matrix and like going into fucking work every day and paying bills, I already knew that was bullshit. So here I am 10 years later fucking peaking on shrooms and like in the hot spot, in the parasite fucking capital, right? And I get entities, like people, entities, parasites, right? Just people, fucking, just like, I'm not sure, trying to fuck around and shit. Like, it's hard to explain in words, but people are so controlled by fear. Like, the littlest things, like, you will do out of fear, you won't even know that you won't even know that you're acting out of fear. Like, that's how controlled we are right now as a species. That's how much in fear we are in right now. Like, as a species, as a collective. So, the parasite collective, it puts people in fear. Like, the only way the parasites can live, the only way the parasites can survive is off your fear, okay? And the psilocybin, You know, like, I swear, whoever brought psilocybin to this earth, or maybe it's earth, maybe it was earthbound already. Either way, like, the mushrooms, they point this shit out, dude. They're like anti-parasitic, the fungus, you know. So I'm probably like going way off because the experience was so much. I'll probably have to write like a book about it or something, honestly, because I experienced so many synchronicities after the trip. Just reminders, you know. So yeah, basically, I guess to close out, next time you're like just in the world, just you know, just have a little bit more awareness of people's intentions, you know. Is it really their intention? Is it someone else, you know, trying to influence them so they like formulate this opinion of their own? It's all parasite shit, dude. Like, it's all parasite shit. Like, even your thoughts. So, you know, the psilocybin, and what that does, it just brings you back to the moment. And it also, it just really reveals a lot of people's intentions, especially the parasites. Like, if you're on psilocybin, like, you'll know what I'm saying. You'll know what I'm talking about. Like, they have nowhere to hide. You know, once they're in the light, they can't hide anymore. And this is what this channel is about: bringing the collective back into the light. You know, to activate our telepathic DNA, so we can get off these phones. You know, like, this is like telephone. It's a fucking middleman for our natural ability. Anyway, telepathic DNA 2022.